This is the chicken music. Enjoy. I need to do something about making that starting soon screen less white. That's a funny idea. I wonder if I can do anything to it in here, in OBS land. Let's see what we can do. Besides, no, I don't want to unload the image. I can throw a filter on it. Ooh, what can I do to this? I don't know what render delay is. There! Contrast. Now, contrast is good. Oh no, the chicken music ended! Oh, well, let's put on more music. No, not that song. There we go. Oh, that's creepy. Da 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 da. Ah, back to zero, please, please. Oh, you're seeing the changes as I'm doing them. That's cool. I didn't think it would do it live. I thought I had to press OK. Oh, that works. That's cool. Dark. It's Darkland. That wasn't the one that did the weird thing. It was this. Oh, you know, we need disco music for this to be fun. Hang on. I gotta find disco music crazy quick now, somehow. I don't think I own disco music. Well, disco music that's not copyrighted. Thank you! And I don't have it set on my computer, so it's gotta go to the internet really quickly. This is stalling to let the rest of the audience get here, by the way, so. Alrighty. Alright, so this music goes away, and this is. Hopefully, this is the right theme.
Show your bling.
It totally is.
Shine you.
Oh, this is fun to do. This is why you gotta arrive early or on time to my streams. You never know what I'm gonna do next.
Your life,
The song's 4 minutes long, by the way.
Dimitri on the mic with a shout out to all my nightclub samurai. Smooth. Keep it smooth, baby. Walk tall. Stand tall. Feel funky. Juice. Who's got the juice? Smooth.
Gotta go watch Sly Cooper after this.
Aesthetic. Yeah. Got to keep it smooth. Crazy swings.
I can just make this the whole stream, but I won't. We need to get started soon. Alright. That's enough. We need to get started. I don't want to be here all night. I hope to start with a bonus scene that you won't get to see for a while. But not everyone is here, so not everyone will get to appreciate it. And, plan B is we just get started.
Hi, how's it going? How many of you are out there today? That's what I needed. Table for one, right this way. I need your name first.
25 seconds.
Alright, pick your icon. Just hit the number.
30 seconds.
Okay, your buzzer's gonna be the letter B.
Now the man who doesn't know the time of day, even in the clock store, Bobby.
Woohoo! All right, welcome to HeadRush. What, just you and me tonight? Don't you have any friends or anything? Don't worry about it. Friends are overrated. Here, my friend, is the dealio. A question comes up, you buzz in, then you hit a 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick your answer. Pretty darn easy. All right, let's do it. Okay, I need a category. And I believe this one's called Grammar and Gramper. 20,000 bucks says you don't know this one. All right, let's see how much you learned by falling asleep in English class. Which of the following song titles is an example of a simile? Mo money, mo problems, where it's at, bop, or smells like Teen Spirit? Do it! Because the title uses the word like to compare a smell to Teen Spirit, it's a simile. Pooh, smells more like teen armpit. Category, please. Coming at you. This question's got balls. $30,000 for this one. Okay, sports fans, listen up. A 48-minute NBA basketball game is made up of 4 12-minute quarters. A 60-minute NFL football game is made up of 4 15-minute quarters, while a 60-minute NHL hockey game is made up of 3 20-minute periods. And finally, a 90-minute Major League Soccer game is made up of 2 45-minute halves. You got it? I hope so. Now, considering official time only, which of these lasts the longest? 1 MLS half, 2 NHL periods, 3 NFL quarters, or 4 NBA quarters? It's yours if you want it. 4 quarters of NBA basketball is 48 minutes long, which makes it the longest. And Lord help you if you're an LA Clippers fan. Those games feel more like 48 hours. Okay, pick a category. May I introduce, it hasn't been my day, week, month, or year. This one can get you 10 grand. All right, now you've seen that show Friends, right? Well, you know how Joey and Chandler are roommates? If Joey and Chandler have a huge fight and Chandler decides to move in with another Joey, what scene might audiences see? Ross gets jealous of a monkey, Phoebe writes a song about a goldfish, Chandler gets stuck in a kangaroo pouch, or Monica starts dating a wild Australian dog? Take it! A Joey is another name for a baby kangaroo. Yeah, and the worst part about living in a kangaroo's pouch is that it's really hard to sneak someone in for the night without your mom catching you. I need a category. Looks like this category is lies your parents told you. And you're playing for a $30,000 wad. Hey, you know how in the Ugly Duckling story, the duckling was actually a baby swan? Well, if the story The Ugly Duckling uses the name of a baby swan in its title, what will it be called? The Ugly Swank, The Ugly Signet, The Ugly Joey, or The Ugly Pup? Go for it! A cygnet is a young swan, so the story would be retitled The Ugly Cygnet. You know, I was kind of ugly when I was young, and my mom would say, "Don't worry, Bob. Someday you'll be covered in feathers and you'll be able to take a crap in the lake, too." All righty, pick one. And here we have, is a turtle dove some freak of science? Get it right. I'm handing over $20K. Okay.
Really quick, just wanted to point out that question segue was the first time they used the eyedropper animation from Role Models.
Hey, now you know that song about the days of Christmas that makes you sing "A partridge in a pear tree" over and over and over? Great. Then try this. Days of Christmas minus days of Hanukkah equals what? Is it 2, 4, 6, or 8? Do it!
How do you say, no?
Man, someone's gonna get some crap for the holidays this year. 12 days of Christmas minus the 8 days of Hanukkah equals 4. You know, I've never seen a partridge in a pear tree, but I know what I'd be thinking. Yep, dinner. Category, please. Say hello to desperate times call for desperate beverages. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. All right, now you've all drunk that Fresca stuff before, right? Fresca? Imagine that the soft drink Fresca spices up their image by changing their name to Fresco. Which of these will you be drinking? It's yours if you want. A fresco is a type of painting that's done on wet plaster. There's a whole bunch of them in Italy. So you should be belching up some really pretty colors. Ooh, burnt sienna. Okay, pick a category. Whoa, someone just got themselves a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is, you've got a river running down your leg. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 states, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's east of the Mississippi River or west of the Mississippi. Chill out, okay? You know the rules. Get the monkey! Let's go. Let's do it. Arkansas, east or west of the Mississippi? Illinois. Kentucky. Mississippi. Michigan. Missouri. One more. Oklahoma. That's all. Well, you only got 3 right, but look at it this way. At least you're done. I think I'll write that down as a needs improvement. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I need a category. For your enjoyment, happy birthday, Pipsqueak. This one will get you 10 grand. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. Say your best friend was born the day before you. If you've celebrated 16 birthdays and your friend has only celebrated 4, on what day was your friend born? February 29th, April 31st, June 31st, or September 31st? Take it! Every 4 years, February 29th is the extra day on the calendar that makes it a leap year. So, when you turn 16 and get your driver's license, your friend's gonna get like a big wheel or something. I need a category. The category is killer stage props, dude. $10,000 riding on this one. Hey, man, you guys like that grunge rock from Seattle, right? Because I'm totally down with you guys. You know, I'm on your side, man, because I understand. You know, they don't know. I know. All right, whatever. I'm a geek. If Soundgarden brings a real black hole on stage for a version of Black Hole Sun, what will most likely happen? It'll make the band play louder. It'll melt everyone in the club. It'll freeze the whole club solid. Go for it! Black holes are collapsed stars with gravitational pulls so strong they even suck in light. Yep, I've always said Soundgarden sucks. Alrighty, pick one. And this is, if you can't beat them, kill them. You get this one right, it's worth 30,000 greenbacks. Here's the pitch. If Nobel Prize award winners are presented with Alfred Nobel's invention, what will most likely happen when they claim their prizes? They'll be blown up by dynamite, they'll be shot by a cannon, they'll be nuked by an atomic bomb, or they'll be shot with a machine gun. It's yours if you want. Alfred Nobel invented dynamite.
And so, Professor Kreplock, I present you with this year's Nobel Prize.
Thank you very much. I would like to...
Okay, pick a category. Time for the head rush. Keep staring at that screen, because when you see two words that match, you better buzz in. If you're right, I'll give you $5,000. But if you're wrong, your $5,000 is mine. Oh, and don't forget, your match better fit this clue. You ought to be in animated pictures. You better start animating that buzzer if you want to win. Good luck! Check out your final score! That's the game! Hey, Green, you were like the best player we had this whole game. Really, I mean that. Thank you for playing HeadRush, and hey, I'll see you next time.
And cut. Okay, Baby Diva, what's going on? They going again or what?
Wow, you made it all the way to the high scoreboard by pushing some poor slob out of there. So let me know when you're ready to go again, meanie.
Oh, but you can't be a dork at their school. School! Hey, I'm Screech! Woohoo!
Well, that pretty much describes the state of your mind.
Woohoo, we're going again! Hey, you, we don't need that. Move that! All right, it's a game. Let's go, people!
Category, please. This baby is nice unit. 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. Okay, now you know how Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World are always talking about guys, you know, their units? Imagine that you hear Wayne and Garth say, "Whoa, check out the astronomical unit on that guy." How far does the guy's unit reach? 1/millionth of a meter, halfway around the world, from the Earth to the moon, or from the Earth to the sun? Take it! An astronomical unit is the distance from the Earth to the sun. It's used to measure large distances in space. Wow, man, if his unit stretches that far, he better put some sunblock on it. Okay, I need a category. This bad boy is saved by the cancellation. $10,000 for this one. Heads up, here it comes. Imagine that the pupils in Saved by the Bell act the same way as the pupils in your eyes. What will happen when the brightest student walks by in the hall? Zach gets really huge, Kelly becomes reflective, Screech suddenly shrinks, or Slater becomes inverted. Do it! When light hits your eyes, your pupils get smaller, so Screech would shrink.
Hey guys, I'm down here!
Slater, did someone say something? I need a category. Your attention, please. Attention. You just picked a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is primetime whiners hit the big screen. All right, now I'm going to give you 7 movie titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if the movie stars someone from Friends or someone from My So-Called Life. Someone's in a hurry. Okay, get the monkey out here and let's go. And we're off. Romeo and Michelle. Romeo and Juliet. Escape from L.A. Picture Perfect. And Les Miserables. This is it. Fools Rush In. That's all of them. Rewrite, bull rock. Not good. Hey, don't worry. I don't think you totally suck. Yet. Let's move on. Alrighty, pick one. Let's see what we got here. Laugh and the world laughs at you. How does $20,000 sound? Okay, so I've been having this weird medical problem, you know, and I went to see my doctor. See if he can make any sense out of what she told me. Patient micturates immediately following incidents of hilarity. Which of these sounds best describes what my doctor is talking about? Sound 1. Sound 2. Sound 3. Or sound 4. Whoa! Go for it! Now, that's what happens when I'm laughing, eating a burrito, and rubbing my face in my cat's fur. See, now I could have given you some cash if you would have picked this. Micturate means to urinate. It's really tough when I'm watching Saved by the Bell, because that Screech, you know, he always screws something up. And he gets Principal Belding all mad at him. Uh-oh, I gotta go.
Did anyone notice that I've kept my score from the last game and just built on it and or destroyed it? Go figure.
Okay, pick a category. Well, what do we have here? That's a bunch of bull. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Think fast. If members of the Chicago Bulls were to participate in the running of the Bulls, what would fans see? Michael Jordan trotting in a horse race, Tony Kukoc sprinting in the Olympics, Dennis Rodman racing down Spanish. It's yours if you want it. The Running of the Bulls is an annual event in which bulls are released to chase after people on the streets of Pamplona, Spain. And I don't think Dennis is going to want to dye his hair red on that day. Okay, I need a category. Hey, it's time once again for a visit with our resident English teacher, Milan the janitor.
Just talking with Milan.
This one's called Ode to a Garbage Can, and it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right.
Man, it's very hot in here. Aren't you hot?
Actually, it is kind of, hot.
Sticky.
Yeah, it is sticky. Well, in case you don't know, Milan's our resident grammar expert. He's been taking English classes to improve his English. So, what do you got for us today, Milan?
I've been asked to write a poem about my job for class.
Hey, that's great. Everyone should take time to see the beauty in what they do. It's...
I clean toilets.
Yeah, but, you're an artist and you do, all these...
Shut up, I'm asking the question. Which of these sentences uses a metaphor? Sanitary napkins are not really napkins. The aroma of wet styrofoam is arousing. The macaroni is like a crusty green friend. Or the pool of grease is a mirror of my soul.
Do it!
No. When you use the words like or as, then it's a simile.
Like, this player's as dumb as a rock.
Very good.
Thank you.
Man, I'm never gonna finish this assignment. A metaphor is a comparison without using the words like or as.
Man, that was heavy, Milan. Hey, did your instructor say it was okay to get help with your poem?
No, but she will never find out, will she?
I'll never tell.
Good. You'd be surprised how quickly the men's room can run out of the toilet paper.
Oh, you wouldn't dare.
Just try me.
I need a category. Pucker up for cartoons. They're not just for breakfast anymore. $20,000 says you don't know this one. And we're off. If you want to serve spare ribs for dinner, which cartoon character will you need to tenderize before the other guests arrive? Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, or Foghorn Leghorn? Take it! No, you're not going to get many ribs off Foghorn. Maybe some tasty nuggets, though. Should have picked this. Spare ribs come from a piggy. So I guess when he says that's all, folks, he really means it. Category, please. Alright, give it up for... Have you considered a bag over your head? $20,000 for a correct answer. Let's boogie. If Max Factor develops a new cosmetic line inspired by the RH Factor, what will all the models be wearing this season? Peekaboo pants and watercolor concealer, platform shoes and sky blue blush, sheer shirts and lemon yellow lipstick, or bustiers and blood red mascara? Go for it! Nice, monkey. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. The RH factor is a blood protein that helps the body produce antibodies. And speaking of antibodies, anyone seen Kate Moss lately? Alrighty, pick one. Now serving, Scooby-Doo, what kind of rabid beast are you? And we got $30,000 in the pot. Okay, now you know how Scooby-Doo is always hungry and he'll do anything for a snack? Well, let's say Scooby-Doo goes insane from hunger and tears apart his human pals. If he goes for the largest bone in their bodies, which of these snacks will he be having? Velma's mandible, Shaggy's femur, Daphne's cranium, or Fred's humerus? Take it! The femur is the largest bone in the human body. Rum, raggy race, rericious. Okay, pick a category. Here she is. A good burger in paradise. Looks like this one's going for $10,000. Okay, imagine a sequel to that movie Good Burger where Ed and Dexter are racing against Mondo Burger to open a hamburger stand in Europe. If their goal is to set up a good burger in the city after which hamburgers were named, what should Ed and Dexter do? Exit to England, jet to Germany, truck to Turkey, or fly to France? Do it! The granddaddy of all sandwiches was created in Hamburg, Germany.
I hope they open that German Gutenberger soon. I mean, a man can only take so much Bratwurst und Schnitzengruben.
Gesundheit.
Danke.
Okay, I need a category. We'll be right back to the game after this commercial break.
Hey kids, say bit of cheese.
Bit of cheese!
Bit of cheese, better than a plate of peas.
Gouda, Swiss, and Colby, please.
Have a bit of cheese.
Bit of cheese cereal contains 10 times the recommended daily allowance of calcium.
You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Who's the fruit on stage? Well, let's see if you can at least get a pair on this one. Good luck.
No! No!
Can you suck so bad when you're playing by yourself? I don't know. Let's see your score. That's the game. Hey, congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself, and you came out on top. You know, not many people can say that, but yeah, they can. Oh, well, thanks for playing. Bye.
Great. Credits and Baby Diva. Find out what's going on with the players, okay?
Okay. Hey, if you want to play again, just let me know when you're ready, all right?
We have our on-location correspondent, Benjamin Lockhart. Benjamin?
It's incredible the devastation that there is in this place. I can't even believe the sight I've seen.
Benjamin?
All right, gotcha. Hey, come on, leave the goat alone. We have a show to do here.
Category, please. The category? I break for funny questions. Get it right, I'm handing over $20K. A 1, a 2, a 3. If your Mean People Suck bumper sticker uses the mathematical definition of mean, what will it say? Average. It's yours. In mathematical terms, mean is the average of a group of numbers. And in driving terms, bumper stickers show how stupid the average American is. I need a category. Open wide and get ready for the sensitive side of Schwarzenegger movies. This one can get you 10 grand. Okay, now you know how in that movie The Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "I'll be back." You know what that like funny accent that he uses? You know, "I'm Arnold, I'm Arnold." Well, imagine that a new Schwarzenegger movie comes out where Arnold's big line is, "I'll be back." What would this new movie most likely be called? The Composer-nator, the Painter-nator. Go for it! Johann Sebastian Bach was a famous German composer from the 1700s.
And now, Symphony for a Machine Gun.
Alrighty, pick one. This category is known as In and Doubt. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Hey, remember that No Doubt song, "I'm Just a Girl"? Well, if you have a doubt that lead singer Gwen Stefani really is a girl, which of these statements proves that she is in fact a girl? Her cells have undergone... Take it! Men have X and Y chromosomes. Women only have X chromosomes. So Gwen would have no Y chromosome. Hey, speaking of no Y, do you know why Gwen Stefani's voice is so irritating? Okay, I need a category.
Spread out, host boy. I'm taking over this ship. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze, skilly up, skilly up, do. Old man's morning memories. Skilly up, do. Hey!
This one is...
Grandpa's got a brand new baggie.
And it's worth 20,000 bucks if you get this one right.
Oh, no, boy. I got a case of the boogie fever, but I loaned out my favorite album. Oh, what was that guy's name? He makes me want to shake my booty. You know, he's that guy. He's a really famous rhythm and blues man. He's got that really famous song, "I Feel Good." Ha! His last name is the same as that Charlie guy from the Peanuts. Peanuts. His first name rhymes with dames, and he's pretty good with the dames, too. Oh, yeah, who is this guy?
Talk to me. Type in your answer.
That's right, boy. James Brown, the godfather of soul. And I bet you didn't know that I'm the godfather of James Brown. Yep, he's a good boy. He learned all his moves from me. Hey, take it to the bridge.
Category, please. Let's see what we got here. Jammin' in the Holy Land. I'm giving out 30 grand for a right answer. Okay, has anyone heard of this Michael Jordan guy? Plays basketball, I guess. Well, imagine he decides to play for the Jordanian basketball team. If the Jordanian team only plays teams from countries along Jordan's borders, which team will get a first-hand look at Michael's mad skills? The Gaza Strippers, the wacky Iraqis, the Yemen Yemen, or the Djibouti Sheikhs? Do it! Iraq is Jordan's border buddy to the northeast. And you know, the Iraqis might have the advantage with that no-fly zone.
It took till that question for me to find something I didn't know. This round, at least.
May I introduce our nation's young robots? How does $20,000 sound? Okay.
Another point. You haven't seen even half of the question animations in this game. Just letting you know.
Yeah, try not to move your lips on this one. Which of the following words is not in the Pledge of Allegiance? God, America, happiness, or justice? It's yours. The Pledge of Allegiance doesn't say anything about being happy. And why should it? It usually means the start of another school day. Alrighty, pick one. Hey, nice choice. You just picked a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is everybody sucks. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 different musical acts, and for each one, I want you to tell me if the act sucks or it doesn't suck.
Okay, fine. You know the rules. Here comes the monkey timer.
Here we go. Spice Girls, suck or don't suck? Hanson. Backstreet Boys. Matchbox 20. Celine Dion. Jewel. Last one, Garth Brooks. That's all she wrote. You missed one, but you hit on 6. Not too shabby. Let's check out your total. And there you go. Okay, let's move on. Okay, pick a category. Looks like this category is every man is a Gilligan. $10,000 for this one. Man, how stupid are those castaways not to find a way off that island every time someone comes and visits them? I mean, what is up with that? Imagine an episode of Gilligan's Island where the castaways get stranded on land surrounded by water on only 3 sides. What? Go!
It's the wrong answer show!
Bet you wish you would have picked this. A piece of land surrounded by water on 3 sides is a peninsula. Maybe this will help. Imagine the skipper floating in a bathtub surrounded by Ginger, Mary Ann, and Mrs. Howell. Ugh. On second thought, don't. Ugh. Okay, I need a category. And here we have, you've got a point, but your hair covers it nicely. $20,000 for a correct answer. Okay, now you ready for this? I'm going to show you a word, and you're going to tell me what it rhymes with. Now don't freak out, it's only a game. Here we go. All right, you got a good look at it? Fine. Does it rhyme with ha, sucka, jar dookie, warm drool, hey, or Marmaduke? Do it! A yarmulke is that little round skull cap that Jewish men wear. Man, and to think for years I thought those were just bad toupees. Category, please. Coming at you. Yeah, but where the heck is Terry Hatcher? $10,000 riding on this one. All right, now you know the show Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman? Well, if the show were changed to Lewis and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, what crazy episode could you expect to see? Superman saving vaudeville. It's yours. Meriwether Lewis and William Clark were the leaders of the first American expedition to explore lands west of the Mississippi in the early 1800s. Of course, if Superman wants to blend in, he's going to have to dump those blue pantyhose and start flying around in big boots and a coonskin cap. Okay, pick a category. Oh, looks like you've had Rush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. No school today. Well, there may be no school, but there still is the HeadRush. Good luck!
see your final score. That's the game.
Hey, way to go, Green. You know, it's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now, get away from the computer and go make some friends, will you? Bye-bye.
Fabulous work, everyone. Baby D, tell me what's going on. We got people on the clock. We playing again?
Alright, and while it's right, I hope Baby D was not talking
score
over
on
me.
HeadRush. Well, it's all downhill from here.
She is.
Where else can you
Wait
go
for her to
the
shut
top?
up.
Before
Or
you
I can
begin
shut her
your
up, actually.
downhill Slide,
What am I
let me know
saying?
if you want to play again.
Cranberry sauce or if it's...
How do you shut her up? There we go. I shut her up. Good. So, the reason for some of these things I can explain, like the stupid question animations and that out of the blue this or that, is because this was a what am I want to say? This was a spin-off game, if you don't know Jack, designed specifically for teenagers. So that's why everything's kind of weird. Alrighty, so here's how, if you want to buzz, alright, we need to figure out how long your delay is, because I can give you up to 20 seconds to buzz in, because the timer is 10 seconds, plus once you buzz in, you have 10 more seconds, so you can have up to 20 seconds to answer. Is that enough to accommodate your delay? Yay or nay? Oh, okay. I should start a timer. Alrighty. Well, it should be plenty of time. I mean, I will buy you as much time as I can. If you don't have an answer in time, I will just answer. But, well, let's find out.
Oh, it's chocolate. I got it.
I'm not cleaning that up. I'm not...
Just can't get enough, huh? I understand. Come on, put down the taco and make me a show. Let's go!
Of course, he would run away for that right as soon as I hit start. How do you like that? That's just, Welp. Let's see what we can do to buy some time. So hi there. How you doing? Good. I'm doing good. Yeah, it's really quiet in here. Ready to go? We're rolling.
Alrighty, pick one. Say hello to superheroes who can't decorate. This one will get you 10 grand. Eyes up front, we're moving. Based on their secret hangout, which of these superheroes would most likely face stalagmites and stalactites? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Freakazoid, Spider-Man, or Batman and Robin? Go for it! Stalactites and stalagmites are rock deposits that form on the ceilings and floors of caves, much like the Bat Cave where Batman and Robin hang out. Huh, I always thought stalactites were those things Batman and Robin wore on their legs to keep them warm. I need a category. This baby is MC Gulliver. Looks like this one's going for 10,000 bucks. Wipe off that finger, because here we go. Imagine that Gulliver puts out a hip-hop album about his crazy adventures. Which would be the most likely title for his CD? Mackin' with the ladies in Middle-earth, living large in Lilliput, feeling nasty in Never Never Land, or feeling fat in Fritz Gibbons. Take it! Gulliver, from the book Gulliver's Travels, visited Lilliput, where the people were the size of his fingers, so he was definitely living large. And when he was tapping his foot to the music, you know, he killed like 200 people. Okay, pick a category. This bad boy is Mystery Meat and our solar system. You give me a right answer, I give you 30,000 bucks. Okay, now let's say all the planets of our solar system are in school together. Because of Pluto's unusual orbit, what might Neptune say to Pluto in the lunch line?
Stop pushing me! You're always following me around. The line moves forward, not backward.
Or,
hey, no cutting in line.
It's yours if you want it. Pluto is usually the farthest planet from the sun, but sometimes its orbit cuts through Neptune's, making it the second to last. But Pluto makes sure never to cut in front of Uranus. Woo! Stanky! Okay, I need a category. For your enjoyment, a band by any other name would still smell the same. Get it right, I'm handing over $20K. Coming at you. Which of the following bands' names is an example of onomatopoeia? REM, U2, Wham, or Duran Duran? Go for it! Words that are meant to sound like their names are onomatopoetic, like boom, crack, or in this case, wham. Which was a lot better than their original name. They wanted to call the band, but they couldn't figure out how to spell it. I need a category. Well now, what do we have here? Hey, you just picked a dis or dat. This dis or dat's category name is all-natural roller coasters. Okay, I'm going to read out the names of 7 places, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's the name of a national park or an amusement park. Chill out, okay? You know the rules. Get the monkey! Let's go. Let's boogie. Six Flags, national park or amusement park. Yosemite. Badlands. Crater Lake. Busch Gardens, Cedar Point, last one, Shenandoah. That's all she wrote. Here's 5 right, you know, that's average. Let's check out your total. All right, that's long enough. Moving on. All righty, pick one. The category is Boys Who Cry. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Heads up, here it comes. Say the boy who cried wolf grows up to become a member of the paparazzi. Given his history, what will people most likely think if he cries, Scott Wolf, Scott Wolf? Will they think Scott Wolf is a giant, Scott Wolf is nowhere around, Scott Wolf is leading kids out of Hollywood, or Scott Wolf is a werewolf? Take it! The boy who cried wolf was always setting off a false alarm when the wolf wasn't actually around, so he probably doesn't see Scott Wolf either. I don't understand why anyone would go around crying Scott Wolf anyway. Although, I always cry when I watch Party of 5. Poor Bailey. Category, please. And this is, am I supposed to eat the beak too? And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Hey, you remember that Sheryl Crow song that went, all I want to do is have some fun? Well, if Sheryl Crow were to eat crow, how might audiences hear her sing All I Want to Do in concert? I take back what I said about having fun. All I want to do is have a blast. I'm having more fun now than I ever have, or I'm still waiting to have that fun. Kick it. Do it! Kick it. When somebody eats crow, they have to take back something they said earlier. Yeah, come to think of it, I wish I could take back the year of my life I wasted listening to that song. Whoa, hey, what's happening? What's going on? What's going on? Oh my God. Oh my God, no way! You've reached the silver level! I don't believe it! You've reached the silver level! You're blowing my mind! You are the master of all that is HeadRush!
I bow to you! I bow to you! Be my friend, please! You're unbelievable! Ah!
Woo! Okay, hey, let's get back to the game, okay? Okay, pick a category. This category is known as game show hosts who wear tights. $10,000 riding on this one. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. If the feuding families in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet were to work out their differences on the game show Family Feud, who would be competing? The Rosencrantzes and the Guildensterns, the Rubbles and the Flintstones, the Montagues and the Capulets, or the Sawyers and the Finns? It's yours if you want it.
Survey says...
Romeo was a Montague and Juliet was a Capulet. And I think they actually met on Singled Out. Okay, I need a category. Here she is. Hey, this one's on me. And it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right. Okay, now get ready to buzz in and type the answer as soon as you know it. Now pay close attention. I'm only going to say this once. How do you spell cat? It's all yours. Type in your answer and hit return. Hey, no trick here. The word cat is spelled C-A-T. And don't say I never gave you anything, all right? All righty, pick one. This one is songs that make you go $30,000 for this one. And we're off. Which of the following song titles is an example of peristalsis? Breathe by Prodigy, Loser by Beck, Swallow by Bush, or Crazy by Seal? Go for it! Breathe, you're choking. For the curious, here's the right answer. Peristalsis is the muscular contraction that forces food down your throat when you swallow. And Bush is the kind of band that makes your food come right back up. Ooh, excuse me. I need a category. Okay, we're going to rejoin the game after this short commercial message.
Mira, es el plátano con el paraguas. Hasta luego, paraguas. Oh, oh, King Kong está aquí y King Kong le gustan los plátanos. Pobre plátano.
You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Money makes the world go around. And if you want money, you better work that buzzer. Good luck. the game. Green, green, green. What can I say? Good job. And get a social life, you know. Throw a party or something, you know. Write some letters. Hey, thanks for head rushing with me. I gotta go.
All right, that's a wrap, everybody. Great show. Baby Diva, what's going on with the players?
Well, I have a quick question. The game kind of freaked out when we got over $400,000. I'm a little curious what it'll do when we get to $1 million. Do you want to stick around and find out what happens when we get to $1 million? I mean, I'm always up for more Yeeter or Jack. You know me. Yeah, let's find out what happens. Okay, but first things first. Who's going to answer the questions? Me. Brady Armstrong, the Geeky Skunk Gamer, or whoever the fourth person in the audience is. If there's even anyone there. If you're not the people I already mentioned, speak up or we will hunt you down. Team effort! Someone. No, okay. Well, back to it.
Hey, you got the highest score of anybody. That must have taken a lot of brain power. I mean, look. Showtime.
Category, please. Open wide and get ready for the only way to beat Michael Jordan. 20,000 bucks says you don't know this one. Here's the pitch. If the Seattle Supersonics play basketball at supersonic speed, what will be their biggest problem? Feeling the ball, hearing the ref's whistle, seeing the basket, or smelling the body odor? Take it! Supersonic speed is faster than the speed of sound, so they'd have a hard time hearing the ref's whistle. That ought to cut back on the trash talking, too.
You dirty son of a...
Okay, I need a category. This one's called, Now Those Are Holy Jeans. This one can get you 10 grand. Think fast. Because his religion strives to reach nirvana, which of the following would you most likely expect to see in the mosh pit at an old Nirvana show? A Buddhist monk doing a stage dive, a Catholic priest being passed overhead, a native... Do it! Buddhists believe that they will eventually achieve a state of total peace called nirvana. And you know, I hear all the monks are turning in their regular robes for flannel ones that they found at a thrift shop. Alrighty, pick one. The category? Say Huck Finn 3 times fast. How does $20,000 sound? Eyes up front, we're moving. If Huckleberry Finn grew a dorsal fin, how would he have to change his appearance? Would he leave the back of his overalls undone, start wearing mittens, cut a hole in his straw hat, or leave his fly open? Take it! A dorsal fin is the main fin on the backs of fish, so if Huck had one, he'd have to loosen up the back of those overalls. I wonder if he has a blowhole back there. I need a category. And I believe this one's called Leave My TV Alone. This one will get you 10 grand. Wipe off that finger, because here we go. Considering its name, which MTV program would you expect to teach you about osmosis? House of Style? House of Style? That's pretty funny coming from someone with a haircut like yours. The correct answer is... osmosis is when a liquid moves through a membrane, so there's an equal concentration of liquid on either side.
Mommy, Mommy, water's gushing out of the TV!
Okay, pick a category. All right, dude, you just picked a dis or dat. The The category for this dis or dat question is, if at first you do succeed, make a movie about it. Heads up, I'm going to read off 7 titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it was a movie first or a TV show first.
Okay, fine. You know the rules. Here comes the monkey timer.
Here we go. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Which game? Clueless. Highlander. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Mission Impossible. The Saint. This is it. The Addams Family. That's all of them. Well, you missed 4, which is, not 5, I guess. Hey, it could be worse. I mean, you could, like, drown in a sewer. Okay, what's up next? Category, please. Alright, give it up for Like a Breath of Fresh Water. Get it right. I'm handing over $20K. Hey, imagine Ricky Lake decides to change your show so that every episode has something to do with an actual lake. Okay, great. If Ricky Lake decides to broadcast her next show from an actual lake, which of the following will she not be visiting? Lake Okeechobee, Mono Lake, Jumpinda Lake, or Lake Titicaca? Go for it! Jumpinda Lake, or Jump in the Lake, is not an actual body of water. And fortunately, neither is Ricky Lake.
My sister is also the mother of my children.
Alrighty, pick one. Now serving, I Peter the Fool. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Let's boogie. If you go to a Greek restaurant to get a sandwich on pita bread and they stuff your food into pita bread instead, what'll you be eating? Environmental protesters soaked in oil, federal agents covered in cayenne pepper, animal activists in cucumber sauce, or a comic strip character? No trees or plants were injured in the recording of this sound effect. Hey, let's take a look at the right answer. PETA stands for the People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, an animal rights group. They taste pretty good. Crunchy. Okay, I need a category. Pucker up for check, please. And we got $30,000 in the pot. Okay, say you're out on a date and you order some hummus and pita bread for an appetizer. If instead of hummus, your waiter brings you humus, into what will you be dipping your pita? A bone from your upper arm, an Islamic terrorist organization, decomposed organic matter found in soil, or a container for storing cigars? Go for it! Humus is the stuff that makes soil fertile and allows it to retain water. So it might taste like crap, but look at it this way. If you swallow some watermelon seeds afterwards, you can start a little garden.
Belly melons.
Okay, pick a category. Well, what do we have here? Homework you can do in front of the TV. And it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right. Hey, check this out. I was going through some old reports I turned in for my science class, and I found this one I wrote for an experiment I had to do. Sat on couch watching TV many hours without moving. Inertia is the scientific law that states an object remains at rest or in motion until it's acted upon by another force. In this case, the force was my mom. You know, I also did an experiment demonstrating the concept of gravity by spilling the garbage all over my mom's new carpeting. I need a category. Coming at you. This one's a no-brainer. $10,000 for this one. Okay, let's imagine there's a big explosion at Acme Labs where Pinky and the Brain work, and only part of the brain can be found. Because it's not a part of the human brain, which title should not be used for a show starring Pinky and part of the brain? Pinky in the nebula, Pinky in the cerebellum, Pinky in the cerebrum. Nebula is a cloudy mixture of gas and dust in space, not part of the brain. Although, I guess having a huge cloud of gas and dust between his ears would explain why the brain's got such a huge freaking head. Total melon.
Isn't Nebula also a character from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Category, please. Oh, looks like you've HeadRush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. Whose house are you watching? And I'll tell you what, right now, the only thing you should be watching is the screen. Good luck.
Nothing to write home about, but not too shabby. Let's see your final score. That's the game.
Hey, congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself, and you came out on top. You know, not many people can say that. Yeah, they can. Oh, well, thanks for playing. Bye.
Nice job, people. Baby Diva, it's in your hands. Tell me, we doing another one right away?
Got it. You heard him. Move it or lose it.
Okay, pick a category. This bad boy is, hello, my name is, how does $20,000 sound? You know what? I think it's about time we got to know each other a little better, don't you? Okay, here goes. Hi, my name's Bob. I like water sports and I play drums in a 70s cover band. I'll eat just about anything you put in front of me and I refuse to get a haircut. Oh, and you'll never see any of my tattoos. Okay, on with the game. What's my name? A palindrome, a haiku, an ampersand, or a flavus? Do it! A palindrome is a word that's spelled forwards and backwards the same, like Bob. Oh, and for your information, Bob's also a guy with no arms and legs in the ocean. Okay, I need a category. Let's see what we got here. A black hole in one. 20,000 bucks says you don't know this one. Okay, imagine there's going to be a new blockbuster film about the creation of the universe. Based on the leading theory about the creation of the universe, which of these musical acts would be the best choice to record the film's soundtrack? Ice-T, John Spencer Blues' Explosion, Genesis, or Dinosaur Jr.? Most scientists believe that the universe began with a huge explosion, or the Big Bang. Unfortunately, you can't listen to the soundtrack without your face melting away. Category, please. And here we have... Oh no, my cuspy new PlayStation is gronked. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Hey, excellent. You just got a new PlayStation and you're dying to plug it in. If you can't find an extension cord and you have to use your umbilical cord, what will you be plugging your PlayStation into? A kite, a cow's udder, your telephone, or your mom? Go for it! An umbilical cord is what attaches an unborn baby to its mother. That's how you get your belly button. Whoa, I wonder if my PlayStation has an innie or an outie. I need a category. For your enjoyment, Bibleicious. 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. Okay, now let's say a bunch of food mascots are going to put on a play based on the story of Lot, you know, from the Bible. Well, because of what happens to Lot's wife in the Bible, which of these product mascots would be the best choice to play her? The Green Giant. It's yours. Lot's wife looked back at the burning city of Sodom and turned into a pillar of salt. So I guess after the play, the Morton Salt Girl can also season all the hors d'oeuvres at the cast party. Alrighty, pick one. Your attention, please. Attention. You just picked a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is... It's been 8 years. Move on. Okay, I'm going to list 7 characters from Beverly Hills 90210. And for each one, I want you to tell me if they were on the show during the high school years, the college years, or both. Someone's in a hurry. Okay, get the monkey out here and let's go. Let's do it. Brandon, high school, college, or both? Valerie. Brenda. Kelly. David! Scott! One more, Claire! That's all of them. 6 wrong. Well, you're not good at this, I'll give you that much. Hey, don't spend it all in one place. Let's move on. Okay, pick a category. This category is known as Surfing USA. Looks like this one's going for 10,000 bucks. A 1, a 2, a 3. If you go surfing with a bunch of surfs, what'll you be doing? Wiping out with Hawaiian warriors, soaking up the water. Do it! Serfs were medieval laborers who were at the mercy of landowners. But they had wicked tans, man. Okay, I need a category. Say hello to at 2 pizzas? Get it right. I'm handing over 20K. Coming at you. If Little Caesar's Pizza does a commercial about the death of the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar, what might you hear the Little Caesar spokesman say?
Arbor Day, Ides of March, Rosh Hashanah.
Or
Christmas.
Take it! Julius Caesar was murdered on the Ides of March. That's March 15th to you and me.
This is 911.
Help me. Trying to kill me. Ow.
Hello, are you there?
I need a category.
Hey, it's time for my question. Here we go. These guys get to skilly up, do. Old man's morning memories. Skilly up, do. Hey!
And this is
Brain damage, Cubid.
And it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right.
Now, let's see. What do we got here, boys and girls? It's a plastic three-dimensional cube. It's got multicolored square stickers stuck all over it. You can twist and change the position of all the colored squares and twist them and stuff. It was very popular in the early 80s.
You want it? You got it. Type in your answer.
The Rubik's Cube, the tricky 3D puzzle that took the country by storm in the early 1980s. Oh, that cube was so frustrating, boy. I'd always get one side done, and then the other side was all scrambled up. Damn that cube!
All righty, pick one. May I introduce, forget Mother's Milk, what about Cartoons Milk? This one can get you 10 grand. All right, now you've seen those Got Milk commercials, right? Well, let's say the Milk Advisory Board wants a new spokesperson for those ads. Which of these babes could not honestly say that she's got milk? Daisy Duck, Miss Piggy, Betty Boop, or Minnie Mouse? Go for it! Daisy Duck is not a mammal, so she does not produce milk. But just because she can't give you milk doesn't mean she can't make you one heck of an omelet. Category, please. Looks like this category is Driver's Ed Sucks Rocks. You get this one right, it's worth 30,000 greenbacks. All right, now let's assume that it's a perfect world and everyone gets their driver's license when they turn 16. Which of your friends would have had their driver's license the longest? Your Precambrian friend, your Cenozoic friend, your Paleozoic friend, or your Mesozoic friend? Do it! Precambrian is the earliest era in geological history, so your Precambrian friend would have been driving the longest.
Hey, Oog, can you drive us to the mall?
Oog, drive car. Fasten seatbelt.
Okay, pick a category. We're going to take a quick pause for this commercial break.
New Humpy Cola.
I'm not thirsty, but you are.
You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. What's your secret? Hey, you want to know my secret? Then come in close. Ready? I'm not wearing socks. Good luck.
Check out your final score! That's the game! Hey, way to go, Green. You know, it's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you get to play with yourself. Now, get away from the computer and go make some friends, will you? Bye-bye!
And that's a wrap. Another day, another peso. Diva Bambina, tell me, is it going to be Uno
Yeah,
Mas
two more.
game?
I'm a little upset about that. This or that, because we lost $25,000 in that question, so it really pushed our score back a lot. Anyway, yeah, hopefully 2 more games. I really hope they did something for $1 million, because that is a big achievement if you just sit here playing this game for 2 hours just to get that. Alright, and maybe we'll take a break. You want to take a break?
You can do the beatbox.
No, we're not taking a break. We're going till we go. We're going till we're done. Go, 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 go.
Alright, gotcha. Hey, come on, leave the goat alone. We have a show to do here.
What? No, you didn't. You didn't. No, get out! Run! Run away from the keyboard! No!
Well, Green, I may have freed the slaves, but you kicked some booty in this game. Oh ho! I'm Abraham Lincoln! Welcome to the gold threshold! Here we go! Look at my gold tooth! Okay, ta-ta! Back to you, Bobby!
Okay, we're gonna get back to the game, but when this one's over, you know, get a life, maybe? How about that? I need a category. The category is, it's all Smurf to me. How does $20,000 sound? All right, now imagine the Smurfs want to stage some Greek myths. If the Smurfs staged the Greek myth of Narcissus, who would be best suited to play the title role? Jokey Smurf, Smurfette, Brainy Smurf, or Vanity Smurf? It's yours. Narcissus was so vain that he fell in love with his own reflection in a pond, and then he turned into a flower.
Now that I'm a flower, I can stare at my reflection all day without any interruption. Ah! Bees! Ah!
Okay, I need a category. Pucker up for. You can use your fingers for this one. 20,000 bucks says you don't know this one. Think fast. Which of these equals 3? Original members of Boys to Men, Killers and Scream, Arnold Kids on the Wonder Years, or original Power Rangers? Go for it! There's Karen, Wayne, and Kevin. 3 kids, just like every TV family has. No, seriously, think about it. The Simpsons, Home Improvement, Major Dad, Boy Meets World, Dinosaurs, Roseanne, Full House, the list goes on. I mean, try to think of a major TV family that doesn't have 3 kids. You can't. Category, please. Whoa! Someone just got themselves a dis or dat.
I just realized something else. We have not gone to this game's version of gibberish questions. I hope we do, because I want to show that.
And this dis or dat questions category is a case for being illiterate. All right, I'm going to read off 7 book titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's the title of a Goosebumps book or an Erie, Indiana book. Is each... Okay, fine. You know the rules. Here comes the monkey timer. Let's boogie. The Barking Ghost, Goosebumps or Erie, Indiana. Bureau of Lost. Finger Licking Strange. Fountain of Weird. Legend of the Lost Legend. Say cheese and die. Last one, Vampire Breath. That's all she wrote. Well, you lost 2 of them, but you got most of them. So let's check out your score. All right, got your money? Okay, let's move on. All righty, pick one. All right, give it up for pizza with a cheese-filled coast. $10,000 riding on this one. So anyway, you know that Pizza Hut pizza that they call the Edge? Well, imagine this. Pizza Hut has created a new pizza called the Layer, inspired by the Earth's layers. Which of these would not be used as a slogan for the pizza? Munch on the mouth-watering Mantle, now with an extra chunky Delta. It's got such a tasty crust. Or you'll love the super cheesy Do it! The Mantle, crust, and core are all layers of the Earth. A Delta is not. Don't you hate it when you bite into a slice of pizza and it's filled with molten lava and then it sticks to your chin? I hate that. Okay, pick a category. Here she is. That's what I call traveling. This one will get you 10 grand. Here's the pitch. Let's say Shaq O'Neal changes his name to Iraq O'Neal. Based on his new first name, where will Iraq O'Neal live? Would he live in the Middle East, Japan, Australia, or South America? It's yours if you... Iraq O'Neal would be living in the Middle East. Wow, Shaq's leaving L.A. for the Middle East. Well, I guess he finally figured out he's a sucky actor. Okay, I need a category. Uh-oh, looks like we're in for a special visit from our good friend Milan the janitor.
Just talking with Milan.
Now serving. It happens to the best of us. $20,000 for a correct answer. Woo! All right, how's it going, Milan?
Don't talk to me.
Oh my God, are you okay? You look so sad.
There was a horribly sad incident which took place today.
Oh man, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Do you want to skip your question today?
Of course not, you simpleton. The show must go on.
You are a trooper.
Get out your handkerchiefs. This is very sad. Which sentence of this sad story contains a superlative? Some kid threw up in the math class today. It was the worst thing I've ever smelled. He got it all over this girl's hair. Or then other people started gagging too. A superlative is the most extreme degree of an adjective.
Like fastest is the superlative of fast.
In this case, worst is the superlative of bad.
Oh, you were right, Milan. That was a sad story.
Yes, but the saddest part is that I'm the one who has to clean it up.
Oh, that is sad. Hey, are you going to use that pink sawdust stuff?
Of course. It is the best product for cleaning.
Oh, you said best. That's another superlative.
Will you shut up?
Yes, sir. Category, please. This baby is Freaky Furry Creatures of the NBA. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. If Chicago Bulls mascot Benny the Bull has a child with one of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, what will the child's name most likely be? Max the Minotaur, Harry the Harpy, Stinky the Sphinx, or Amy the Amazon? Go for it! A minotaur is a monster from Greek mythology that's the offspring of a human and a bull. You know, I have to ask, what does Benny the Bull have that I don't have?
Bulls?
Alrighty, pick one. Open wide and get ready for Underground Rock. $10,000 for this one. Okay, we've all seen Schoolhouse Rock. Am I right? Great. If Conjunction Junction were located on the Underground Railroad, what would be its function? Hooking up runaway slaves with freedom, hooking up drug addicts with dealers, hooking up suburbanites. Do it! Before the Civil War, the Underground Railroad was a secret way for escaped Southern slaves to go north and be free. You can't beat it. Support a good cause and learn good grammar at the same time.
Hey, don't badmouth your grammar. She's a good lady.
Old man, get out of here.
I'm going.
I need a category. This question does not mention Michael Jackson. I'm giving out 30 grand for a right answer. Okay, ready, set, Michael Jackson. Oh, man, sorry about that. If Janet Jackson's song Rhythm Nation were about circadian rhythms, what would you most likely see in the video? Dancers falling asleep when it gets dark, the kid behind the gate playing the drums, some shirtless guy spinning in a wheel, or Janet eating a bunch of locusts? It's yours if you want it. Circadian rhythms are the body's 24-hour biological clock.
Come on, people, give it!
B. Category, please. And I believe this one's called Why Luke Skywalker is a Slow Learner. And you're playing for a $30,000 wad. Hey, you know in Star Wars when Ben Kenobi tells Luke, "May the Force be with you." Well, imagine Ben Kenobi is studying physics and wants to be technically correct when he says, "May the Force be with you." What would be the best way for Ben to take mass times acceleration equals force?
But Ben, how can I lift inanimate objects when it defies Newton's law of gravitation?
Good God, Luke, will you stop whining? Okay, I need a category. Oh, looks like you've HeadRush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. Rhymes with poo. And you better get a lot right or your score's gonna smell like poo. Good luck! Score! That's the game! Green, green, green. What can I say? Good job. And get a social life, you know. Throw a party or something, you know. Write some letters. Hey, thanks for HeadRushing with me. I gotta go.
Yes, sir, that's show business. Thanks, everyone, for your work. Baby Diva, are we back in the saddle or what?
Just can't get enough, huh? I understand. Come on, put down the taco and make me a show. Let's go.
Okay, pick a category. Well, what do we have here? Take a ride on this, why don't you? And it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right. Heads up, here it comes. Say you go to Disney World and buy a ticket for the Sally Ride ride. What will the inside most likely look like? An Academy Awards ceremony, a space shuttle, a Russian battlefield, or a... Do it! Sally Ride was the first woman in space, so you'd be sitting inside a space shuttle. Oh, and watch out for the anti-gravity part. Oh, it gets me every time. Oh. I need a category. This one's called Northern Lights, Camera, Action. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Eyes up front, we're moving. If the Taylor family from Home Improvement moves to a town in Alaska, what will be the best title for this new show? Gnome Improvement, Comb Improvement, Rome Improvement, or Loam Improvement? It's yours if you want. Nome is a town on the west coast of Alaska. Which should work out pretty well, because I hear Jonathan Taylor Thomas actually is a gnome.
No, I'm not.
Alrighty, pick one. The category? Skinny freaks in their underwear. 20,000 bucks says you don't know this one. And we're off. If Calvin Klein comes out with a new line of underwear called Kelvin Klein, what should be the new ad slogan? It makes... Go for it! The Kelvin scale is a temperature scale.
Absolute zero.
Temperature.
Thermometer.
Calvin Klein.
Category, please. All right, it's time for a headbutt.
H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T-H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T. Headbutt.
Take a look at your headbutt category. Does your mommy still dress you? I'm going to open the value of this headbutt question at 50,000 bucks. Want to know how to headbutt? All right, you're going to see an equation like this. All you got to do is figure out the parts and add them together. Let's see here. Paid athlete is pro. Littlest Hanson is Zach. Add them up. Pro Zach. Pretty simple, huh? All right, now as soon as you know the answer, buzz in, because I'm taking away some of the cash every second and a half. Okay, put your finger on your buzzer and tell me, what's the sum of this equation? 10th letter plus rowing sport. All right, check this out. The first part of the answer is Mary Blige's middle initial. The second part is also the name of a military-type haircut. Hey, where'd you get that Umber Barn jacket? All right, type in your answer, hit return. Now here's what I don't get. How come when I wear those clothes, I don't look as happy and healthy as all those J. Crew people? My life sucks. Okay, I need a category. This bad boy is leisure sports. To the extreme. You give me a right answer, I give you 30,000 bucks. Hey, you remember when Dan Cortez was the host of MTV Sports? The good old days. If Hernando Cortez had replaced Dan Cortez as the host of MTV Sports, which sporting event would audiences have most likely seen? Parasailing with the Los Angeles Dodgers, snowboarding with communists, hang gliding with a Spanish painter, or bungee jumping with Aztec warriors? Take it! Hernando Cortez was the Spanish conquistador who defeated the Aztecs. Although when he threw those Aztecs off the cliffs, I don't think he gave them a bungee cord. I need a category. Let's see what we got here. Just stick the thermometer where the headphones go. Get it right, I'm handing over 20K. A 1, a 2, a 3. Considering the body's normal temperature, which of these radio stations could use the slogan, music as hot as your body? 101.9 WBRN The Burn, 99.8 KTMP The Temp, 96.4 KDGR The Degree, or 98.6 WHET The Heat. Go for it! The normal human body temperature is 98.6, so WHET would be just as hot as you. My favorite station's 107.6, The Fever. Okay, pick a category. Well now, what do we have here? Hey, you just picked a dis or dat. This dis or dat's category name is, here's your diploma and $10 million. Listen up, I'm going to read off 7 NBA players, and for each one, I want you to tell me if they were drafted straight out of high school or after playing in college. If someone's in a hurry, okay, get the monkey out here and let's go. And we're off. Kobe Bryant, drafted from high school or college. Marcus Camby. Kevin Garnett. Allen Iverson. Sean Kemp. Joe Smith. Last one. That's all she wrote. Hey, only one wrong. Pretty good, Tiger. Let's check out your total. Nice shooting, kids. Hey, let's move it out. All righty, pick one. May I introduce, I hoard it through the grapevine. You get this one right, it's worth 30,000 greenbacks. Let's boogie. If the Horde Tour features members of the Mongol Horde, what will audiences see? Confucius drumming for the Black Crowes, Genghis Khan jamming with Blues Traveler, Joseph Stalin singing for Dave Matthews, or the Dalai Lama rocking out with... It's yours if you want it. Back in the 1200s, Genghis Khan and his murderous Mongol horde swept out of Mongolia and conquered much of Asia and Europe. Yep, and I hear the best part of the show is when John Popper ruthlessly tears the heart out of a stage diver and eats it raw. Okay, I need a category. Say hello to, I was there. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. All right, now you know how there's always that one kid who lies all the time and says he went places he never could have gone to? Well, say you have a friend who always lies about the famous events he's witnessed. What event could you easily prove he did not attend in 1994? The Super Bowl, the World Series, the Winter Olympics, or the World Cup? Do it! There was no World Series in 1994. The baseball players were on strike.
Oh, that World Series. Okay, I thought you were talking about the 1993 World Series. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I went to the White House?
Category, please. This category is known as, he'll make a delicious cookie someday. $30,000 for this one. Hey, you know that little white naked guy, the Pillsbury Doughboy? Well, if the Pillsbury Doughboy were one of the original Doughboys, what would you most likely see poking him in the stomach at the end of his commercials? A large drill, a bass guitar, a linebacker's helmet, or a German bayonet? Take it! The term doughboy refers to American soldiers who fought in World War I, so the Pillsbury Doughboy would most likely take a German bayonet in the tummy.
Where is your cute little laugh now, doughboy?
I need a category. Hey, let's take a quick break for the following commercial message.
Regurgibarn knows that everyone wants to eat their veggies, but not everyone has the time to chew them. So we created Veggie Spew to give you all that veggie goodness without all the hard work. With Regurgibarn's new Veggie Spew, all you have to do is swallow.
You want the head rush? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Can you get behind this? Well, you better get behind your buzzer and start buzzing. Good luck!
Nothing to write home about, but not too shabby. Let's see your final score. That's the game. Hey, Green, you were like the best player we had this whole game. Really, I mean that. Thank you for playing HeadRush, and hey, I'll see you next time.
Beautiful work, everyone. Roll credits, and Baby D, we going around again?
Take it from
Well,
me.
1,225,000, eh? Okay.
See, the world as a whole.
I have a theory. I want to test it really quickly.
We can pretend it's a big deal.
We're gonna play one more game and then we're gonna call it.
Tell me if you
Yeah, we basically beat. I've been watching the numbers and I have a theory. So the first freak out was at 400,000. The second freak out was like, I think high 7,000, low 800.
Cal, you have such a dirty mind. I
Around
cannot
700,000 or 800,000. So if it was 800,000, it's giving rewards every $400,000. By that logic, now we have 1,225,000. So that's like a 12. So 4, 8, 12. Maybe there'll be a freak out somewhere around here. We basically, yeah, one more. I just want to see if my theory is correct. If not, we will move on.
It's fast.
Showtime.
Alrighty, pick one. Looks like this category is Truth or Dare. Looks like this one's going for 10,000 bucks. Okay, hey, enough of the trivia. Let's get down to what really matters, real-life decisions. Which would I rather do? Drink a glass of zit juice, hold a living mouse in my mouth for a day, pluck each hair from my body one at a time, or watch a USA High marathon? Go for it! A USA High marathon? Are you out of your mind? Okay, it's not that I'd want to do it, but if I absolutely had to choose, I'd have to go with the mouse. Yeah, sure, it would be squirming around a little bit, you know, and I would hope it wouldn't go down my throat or anything. But after a while, it would just kind of like hang out and eat the food that was stuck between my teeth, so... What? Okay, pick a category. And here we have mountain climbing makes me hot. How does $20,000 sound? Wipe off that finger, because here we go. If you're climbing Mount Rushmore, which will you not be able to do? Whisper in George Washington's ear, lightly brush Thomas Jefferson's lips, caress Franklin Roosevelt's mustache, or pick Abraham Lincoln's nose? It's yours if you want it. That's Teddy Roosevelt on Mount Rushmore, not Franklin. And just be careful not to slip on his oily complexion. Category, please. The category is watching cartoons is a full-time job. And we got 30,000 bucks in the pot. Coming at you. Who would most likely use a Geiger counter at work? Hank Hill at the propane store, Dr. Katz in his psychiatrist's office, Chef in the school cafeteria, or Homer Simpson at the nuclear power plant? Do it! A Geiger counter measures radioactivity, so Homer would probably use it at the nuclear power plant. That's assuming he doesn't sit there on his fat ass and try to eat it first. Geigery. Okay, I need a category. All right, dude, you just picked a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is, with friends like these. Okay, I'm going to list 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a type of hair remover or one of the super friends. Chill out, okay? You know the rules. Get the monkey! Let's go. Here we go. Neat. Hair remover or super? Flash. Nudit. Zip. Zan. Nair. This is it. Gleek. That's all she wrote. Hey, you only missed one. Not too bad. Let's check out your score. Hey, take it where you can get it. All right, let's move on. All righty, pick one. For your enjoyment, a moment of silence. $10,000 riding on this one. Hey, don't you think it's about time all those people in the Scream movies would just shut up? If the killers in the next Scream want to prevent the girls from screaming, what should they do? Slice up their thyroids, bash in their patellas, grind up their uvulas, or rip out their larynxes? Take it! Without your larynx, also known as your voice box, no one can hear you scream. Which means there won't be another sequel, because their ability to scream is the only thing some of them actors got going for them. Okay, pick a category. And this is... It all gets mixed up going down. $20,000 for a correct answer. All right, now take a look at the following list and tell me what's missing. Burrito, mouth, esophagus, stomach, blank, blank. Go for it! Food enters the digestive tract via the mouth, heads down the esophagus into the stomach, then down through the small and large intestines, and finally heads out the anus. Funny thing is, I hear if you eat diarrhea, it comes out the other end as a burrito. I need a category. Uh-oh, I smell cleaning products. Well, that means we're in for a session with our good buddy, Milan, the janitor.
Just talking with Milan.
Coming at you. Gift ideas from the bathroom. $20,000 says you don't know this one.
Good day to you, Robert.
Come on, Milan. Call me Bob. Hey, what do you got there?
I thought I would share my collection with you.
Holy mackerel. What is it you collect?
Oh, many different things.
Huh, okay. Well, hey, maybe you can ask a question about your collection.
A fine idea, my small brain friend. Which of these phrases uses a collective noun? A bunch of dead squirrels, let's see, a jar of urine, a stained toothbrush, or a piece of wet toilet paper.
It's yours if you want it.
A collective noun refers to a group of things together, like bunch or herd or class.
A bunch of dead squirrels is totally disgusting, Milan. I mean, what could you possibly do with those?
Where I come from, squirrels are delicacy. You can also make ear muffs out of their little tail.
Really?
Sure. Here, put this on.
Ooh, they're warm.
Now, eat this.
Ooh.
Hey, don't eat all of it.
I feel warm inside and out. Ooh, squirrel, who would have thought?
Jerk.
Alrighty, pick one. And I believe this one's called How to Have an Atomic Blast. Get it right, I'm handing over $20K. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. Imagine that you're at a rave where everyone is dancing energetically, bouncing off the walls and each other. What's the best way to describe the party? It's totally solid, man. This party's the bomb. Wow, this is way radioactive. Or, whoa, dude, what a gas. Take it! In a gaseous state, atoms are really active and they're constantly bouncing around. Though personally, if I were in a gaseous state, I'd want to stay still and, let it pass. Okay, I need a category.
Matthew, I know you're listening. Drop everything you're doing and prepare to hit the clip button.
Here she is. Cartoon animals that pee on fire hydrants. This one will get you 10 grand. Okay, now I'm sure you're all familiar with that cartoon Road Rovers. With those mutant dogs from different nations that are out to protect the world. Let's say the Road Rovers give up on being heroes and get into a big dogfight. Since this mutant mutt comes from a neutral country, who might refuse to fight? Colleen from Great Britain, Exile from Russia, Muzzle from Germany, or Shag from Switzerland? Do it! That's right, Shag, baby. Because, Switzerland's a neutral country. They gotta be neutral, right? I mean, what are they gonna do during a war? Hit people with big blocks of Swiss cheese? Okay, pick a category. This one's called Working for the Superman. You give me a right answer, I give you 30,000 bucks. Heads up, here it comes. Which superhero would the EPA most likely employ? Space Ghost, Captain Planet, Spider-Man, or Freakazoid? Go for it! The EPA stands for the Environmental Protection Agency. They look out for the environment, just like Captain Planet.
I am here to do my duty for planet Earth.
Yeah, whatever. Here's your desk, here's a couple of Post-its, and in a couple of years, you'll get a cubicle.
I need a category. Oh, looks like you've had Rush before. Well, check out this clue, because it may come in handy. Sure, I used to be one of the gang. But that was a long time ago, and I don't want to talk about it, okay? Good luck! Check out your final score! That's the game! Hey, congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself and you came out on top. You know, not many people can say that, but yeah, they can. Oh well, thanks for playing. Bye.
And that was HeadRush 420.
Great. Credits and Baby Diva. Find out what's going on.
Alright, we're not playing again, but I just want to check something.
Lose it.
I thought so. We're done. Nothing happens. We're quitting and leaving. But we're going to press the minus button. Cool. So that was that. That was amazing. Let's never play HeadRush again. And before we go our separate ways down to thingy mahoozy wahooza, I don't know. Anyway, there's something I want to share. So, as you know, I often like to give y'all looks at outtakes from my recording sessions and memorable moments. By the way, don't worry about the Road Rivers question having to record it. I can download the clip later, or if you didn't clip everything I wanted you to clip, which if you didn't include Bob's rant after the question, I wanted you to include that. So yeah, you probably clipped too soon. Then I'll just download the whole stream and I will get it up on YouTube before the night is done. Now, you didn't include Bob's rant, did you? Yeah, I wanted Bob's rant to be included in that. Well, I will take care of that once the stream is done. And now, as Milan would say, shut up and watch this memorable moment. That's a little hard. So we're going to stand here on the solid plot. Who is messaging? Okay. Evan, I will talk to you later. For now, I need to play this game. Howdy there, brother. You must be... What? What? Evan, stop bothering me. That's it. That's what I wanted. Well done. And as promised, I didn't know you wanted to give me a prize. Oh, this was optional? Optional land. Well, good me. Go on me. For finding optional stuff. Let's go. Evan, again. Don't bother me. And in terms of letters, we just need a K and a Y. And I personally think there's plenty of stage left for the K and the Y to appear. Evan, is that you again? That's gonna be all for this one. Operation Pointy Thing is next, apparently. And was it also puzzle stages too? Stop texting me! Yay! That was really fun to do, because as I was recording those videos, I got interrupted by a lot of texts, and it was, well, anyway, well, that's all for this. We did HeadRush. Now it's time to talk about the thoughts on the game. Honestly, it's easy. I get more questions around HeadRush than I do on regular Unit Jack, and between you and me, I actually prefer getting it wrong, because I learn more stuff that way. The animations are weird. Probably one of my favorites, though, is the burger guy one, where it's just flipping it without any care in the world. And the Falling Children's one has really good music, but it's sad that it's just falling children from a building. Headbutt, I just prefer regular gibberish questions, honestly. And that about wraps up my opinion of it. Least favorite animation is the children one. No, not the children one. What was I gonna say? The kissing one, the love one, the hearts one. That was my least favorite. But yeah, that was that. That was HeadRush Land. And I did make a little note of it, like to pop up on the screen. But I need to look back at the Soon Life Bulletin. But I may be going to a party next week, so we may be starting an hour early next week. So that'd be 5 o'clock Eastern. Just so I can get off in time to go to it, because I'll need an hour to get ready. It's a karaoke party based on what it said, so it's like, I'm so going because I can actually sing, so karaoke might be fun. Or it might be bad, the worst singers on campus might show up, which... that's concerning. And I just realized we need to make the first end screen, or slideshow Photoshop thingy of 2020. Because it needs to be updated. I'll have to think of something. Yeah, you just get to listen to Super Lucky's Tale music because I have a lot of soundtrack of that on my computer right now. Because I'm making the Let's Play for that. I'm having so much fun with it too. You have no idea how much fun I'm having making that game. Series. Yeah, I'm not building the game myself. I have a life, so I'm not gonna waste it doing stuff. So, I gotta give it a 3, honestly. Not Super Lucky Tale. HeadRush. Big old 3. Got a little fast, honestly. The best part is probably Milan. I love Milan. Shut up and learn, Bob. I don't even know how to do it. Well, he has an Italian accent, right? Milan and other. I can look it up really quickly. I don't think he is though. Hang on, I'm on the Wikipedia page. Milan is only in HeadRush, unfortunately. He does not come back. Shut up and learn, Bob. That's also a favorite quote from him. Shut up and learn. Hey, how'd you like... I think this song is crazier than the Crazy Chicken music. And I couldn't hear it when I was recording the video. So, I didn't comment about it. I had to put in a little text thing later, because... to record console games, you need to make sure there's no feedback from the television. So I have it set at 5, so I can barely hear it unless the game decides to get loud. Like when we're fighting a boss. Actually kind of reminds me of Angry Birds music. And kazoo music time! You know, one of the other hard things about console recording is you need to, since you're recording commentary and gameplay separately, you need to find a way to sync that up, right? Anyone care to guess how you'll sync it up? I can even make this a no Jack's out question. You want me to just put up 4 options on the screen for you to pick from? I could build a question like in 2 seconds. Once I do my stuff. And loop the music. You remember? I gotta shrink this so I can see how it's appearing on the screen. Ah, it's a bit small, but oh well. Wait. There we go, almost there. Ah! Now we need music. Question music. Wow. I'm putting way too much effort into this than I should. Hang on, I have a whole folder of it. So, it is time for a question. Nope, not that one. No, not that either. Where's the right song? These are all the post-question songs. Where are the music for the questions? I have music for the impossible question, but it's not an impossible question. That's been tribe choice. Forget it. We'll use the gibberish music. So, how do you sync audio when recording console games? Guess and pray. Record using the same program so they are mostly in sync. Make tick 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 sounds while on the menu. Or it involves lots of cables. correct. Make tick, tick, tick sounds while going up and down on the menu. So you can hear it correctly. Otherwise, life would be hard. Not that it's easy. For example, tick, 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 tick. Yay! I love my yay. Like I have nothing, or I'm like uber excited to be doing this. Hey, why is this playing? Why is this song playing? Whatever, who cares? We send you off with Ellie Goulding. And we also need to pick what we do next week. I actually need to look in Steam to see what I have. Yeah, Skype, leave me alone. What could we do? Not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I kind of want to... A hide... Oh my gosh, we're gonna do a hide and find? I was gonna say, we could get back to Tiny Tasmanian Tiger. But hide and find... Well, you know, there is a hide and find game that's on sale on my wish list right now. I could just buy it right now, and we'll play it next week. It's on sale for half off. It's $5, and I have $3.80. I made $3.80 off of Steam cards for my Steam library. So I get a good deal on, you got votes for Ty. I still am probably gonna buy that game, because I want to play it personally. I just need to remember to... How much is it? Yeah. We'll probably do Ty next week. Alright, $4.99 minus... Yeah. What's $4.99 minus $3.80? Because that'll be how much I pay for this game. A hide and find we can totally do in one night, too. It'll probably be time next week just because I need to leave at a set time. $1.60... Ah! Curse me. Yeah, amazing. It is. But $1.69 is still... I'm paying $1.69 for Hidden Object game basically after the credit from Steam Land. Some people pay $20 for Hidden Object games. I don't know. Yeah! Alright, so I will purchase that probably later tonight or tomorrow. I just gotta do it before the sale ends. Cool. And is there anything else we want to do tonight before we call it a night? And I go watch something on Disney Plus, and other people do other things. What's this? Oh, it's the hotel music from Lights, Camera, Curses. Yep, looks like we're set. So, have a good night, y'all. See you next time.